All right, let's just dive right into this explainer. Today, we're going to uncover the non-physical, psychological levers that actually move money. If you've ever felt like you're doing absolutely everything right, you're working hard, you're gathering all the right knowledge, but you're still not seeing the financial results you actually want, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to look at the exact mechanics of wealth. And no, not from the perspective of some traditional financial advisor telling you how to balance a budget, but by looking at the deep, energetic, and psychological laws that govern true success.
So here's the million-dollar question. Why do highly educated, incredibly hardworking people often struggle financially? It's kind of a painful reality, isn't it? Just gathering information and working yourself to the bone rarely leads to true wealth. I mean, have you ever wondered why some people literally have degrees trailing off the end of their business cards, yet their bank accounts are completely empty? The material we're analyzing today points out something fascinating. Our educational system teaches us how to gather information, but it completely misses how to alter our fundamental results. You can be incredibly smart, yet completely broke. So if intellect isn't the magic bullet, what on earth is?
Well, here is our roadmap to finding out. We're looking at 1. The paradigm trap. 2. The law of compensation. 3. Multiple sources of income. 4. The power of decision. And 5. Activating higher faculties.
Starting off with Section 1, the paradigm trap, and moving beyond the educated mind.
Okay, we really have to let go of this idea that knowing more facts automatically makes us more money. Honestly, gathering information in school is pretty much useless if we don't address the subconscious habits that are truly dictating our results. So what is a paradigm? Well, it's basically a multitude of habits lodged deep down in your subconscious mind. Think back to when you were a baby. Your subconscious mind was just wide open, absorbing literally everything in your environment like a sponge, and that programming formed your paradigm. So today, your educated, conscious mind can think a positive thought all day long, but when you actually try to act on it, that deeply ingrained paradigm fights back because it causes discomfort. The paradigm is what actually controls the vibration your physical body is in, and therefore exactly what you attract into your life.
It's your subconscious paradigm, not your intellect, that controls your body's vibration. Think of it like this. Your conscious mind is where your intellect and your education live. But the subconscious, that's where the paradigm lives. The thoughts you impress upon that subconscious mind actually dictate your physical vibration. Meaning, if you have a poverty consciousness programmed deep down inside, you're going to continually attract lack and limitation. Period. And it does not matter how many books you read.
All right, let's move on to Section 2, the law of compensation, which breaks down the actual mechanics of income.
So, the universe operates by exact laws, and your income is governed by 3 specific things. Number 1, the need for what you do. Number 2, your ability to do it. And number 3, the difficulty of replacing you. Now, here is the absolute crucial takeaway. You only need to focus on step 2. Just focus on improving your unique ability to do your work. Think about it. The odds are the need for what you do is already established. You don't even have to worry about that. And step 3, the difficulty of replacing you, well, that's naturally going to be taken care of if you just nail step 2. So all your energy must go into mastering what you do. You want to become so exceptionally good at your ability to do your work that there is virtually no competition.
Next up is Section 3, multiple sources of income, or how you actually multiply your time.
It is honestly staggering to realize that 96% of the population relies on this failing M1 strategy of trading time for money. It's a saturation trap, because no matter how much you earn an hour, you are eventually going to run out of time. It has a built-in, inherent flaw. Then you have the M2 strategy, used by maybe 3% of people, which is investing money to earn money. It's a great strategy, sure, but if you don't know what you're doing, you'll lose it all. And finally, we have this tiny 1% sliver, the M3 strategy. And get this 1% of the population actually earns 96% of all the money.
Obviously, we want to focus on that 1% using the M3 strategy. This is all about setting up multiple streams of income that bring money in while you are fast asleep. M3 is entirely about multiplying your time. And to be clear, you don't do this by getting multiple jobs. No, that just throws you right back into that M1 trap of trading your time. You do this by setting up multiple sources of income. In today's hyper-connected world, you can literally set up sources of income all over the globe that just continuously flow into your bank account whether you're awake, asleep, or on vacation.
Which brings us to Section 4, the power of decision, and how to leap to a completely new frequency.
Remember when President Kennedy announced we were going to the moon? They didn't have the technology or the answers yet. In fact, when someone asked Dr. Wernher von Braun what it would take to build a rocket to go to the moon, he literally just said, the will to do it. You see, you must make a committed decision first.
You use that decision to jump frequency lines way before you even know how you're going to achieve the goal. When you make a truly firm, committed decision, you are literally changing the frequency of your mind to match the frequency of your goal. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you just have to trust the image in your mind.
This is huge. You absolutely do not need the money to make the decision to buy that house or start that business. The decision itself is the lever that tunes your frequency. People constantly say things like, "Oh, I'll start that business when I get the money," or "I'll take that trip when I can finally afford it." But that is entirely backward. You're sitting there waiting on the physical world to change before you change your internal frequency. It doesn't work like that. You have to make the irrevocable decision first. Making that decision shifts your awareness to a higher frequency, and only then, not a minute before, do the ideas, the resources, and the money actually start flowing into your life to make it happen.
And our final stop is Section 5, activating higher faculties, moving way beyond our basic 5 senses.
Now, to actually maintain that new frequency we just talked about, we kind of have to abandon our basic senses. Relying purely on what you can see and touch right now, that only replicates your current results. Instead, we must activate our higher faculties, like our imagination and our will. Einstein actually called the intuitive mind a sacred gift and the rational mind a faithful servant, pointing out that society honors the servant and has totally forgotten the gift. Think about it, your 5 senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, they are really just meant to help you correspond with your outside physical world. They only report what is already happening. If you stare at your currently empty bank account, your senses are going to report lack, you're going to feel lack, and guess what? You reproduce lack. We have to break that cycle by using our higher faculties instead.
Because at your core, you are a molecular structure. Through Kirlian photography, which is this fascinating technique that actually captures the energetic glow leaving the body, we can literally see that everything vibrates. Nothing rests. It is absolutely mind-blowing to realize that our physical bodies are quite literally masses of glowing energy. So if you want to attract wealth, you have to get your energetic body vibrating on the frequency of wealth. And the absolute only way to do that is to bypass what your physical eyes are showing you right now and use your mind to jump to that higher frequency.
I want you to think of your mind as a mental workshop. This is where your imagination comes in. You use it to build the exact image of what you want. Maybe it's a new self-image, a wildly successful business, or multiple sources of income. Then you use your will to hold that one single picture on the screen of your mind, completely excluding all outside distractions. You mentally live with that image. You go for walks with it. You talk to it. You hold that vibration until your outer reality basically has no choice but to shape itself upon the model of your imagination.
So remember, the law of attraction is always working. It's exactly like the law of gravity. It never takes a day off. Whatever vibration you are in right now is pulling harmonious circumstances into your life. Simply having an educated mind isn't enough. You have to change the paradigm, set up those multiple sources of income, make the firm decision well before you have the resources, and use your imagination to hold the vision. Knowing that your paradigm is a glowing mass of energy attracting your future right this very second, what frequency are you choosing next?